In a distant village, a young man named Arun was troubled. He had everything, good health, a loving family, and a decent job, but still he felt empty. He wondered, what is the purpose of life? One day he heard of an old sage who lived on a mountain, known for his wisdom. Desperate for answers, Arun set off on a journey to find him. After days of travel, he reached the sage's hut. The old man welcomed him warmly, offering a simple meal. Arun, impatient, asked, "Wise one, what is the purpose of life? Why are we here?" The sage smiled and replied, "I will answer your question, but first, help me with something. 3 birds are trapped in that net by the river. Free them and then come back." Arun hurried to the river and found 3 birds struggling in a net. He carefully untangled them and watched as they flew away, chirping in joy. Feeling lighter, he returned to the sage. "Did you feel anything while helping them?" the sage asked. Arun thought for a moment. "Yes, for the first time in a while, I felt fulfilled." The sage nodded. "Then you have your first answer. The purpose of life is to help others, to ease suffering. In giving, you receive." Arun pondered this but still felt something was missing. "But is that all? What about happiness for myself?" The sage handed him a small, cracked pot. "Take this to the river and fill it with water." Arun did as he was told, but as he walked back, the water leaked out through the cracks. He tried again, but the same thing happened. Frustrated, he said, "It's useless. No matter how much I fill it, the water keeps leaking." The sage smiled. "That pot is like your mind. If it is cracked with regret, doubt, or fear, no matter how much happiness you try to gather, it will always leak away. To find peace, you must first mend the cracks. By accepting yourself, learning from the past, and letting go of what you cannot control." Arun nodded slowly, realizing the truth in those words. But one last question remained. "And what about the future? How do I know I'm on the right path?" The sage pointed at a small tree growing near his hut. "Do you see this tree? It does not ask what it should become. It simply grows, reaching toward the sun, giving shade and fruit along the way. If you live with kindness, keep learning, and follow what makes you feel alive, you will naturally fulfill your purpose." Life is not about finding one grand meaning. It is about living fully in each moment. At that moment, Arun understood. He had been looking for a single great answer, but life wasn't a riddle to be solved. It was something to be lived, step by step, with kindness, self-acceptance, and purpose. From that day on, he stopped worrying about the future and instead focused on being present, helping where he could, and finding joy in small moments. Moral of the story: the purpose of life is not a single destination. It is the journey itself. Help others, heal yourself, and grow with each day. The rest will follow.